Hello friends, how are you? Well, here we are ready to make this Ariel Downy. Today we're going to use a new chemical called Riacazole M1000. It is a new chemical that is being used here in Mexico, and I hope you like it. Well friends, but first of all, I want to make this little commercial that in the community videos, we also have the one called Fire Chrome, which is for chrome objects. But now with fire, you see that the other day we did with atomizers or with a gun. Now it is with fire. Well, here you are seeing an example. Look there, we made like a lid for a container here. We chrome what this key is also the well wet chrome. It is an example true of what we did, but we already got this formula and we have it in the community for all of you. You already know that for 40 pesos, you can get these formulas. Below, I tell you how to enter the community and see this and 90 other formulas. Here, look, we also have this frying pan here. Well, in the interest of science, I didn't have to use the frying pans at home to do the demonstration. And there you see it. Look with the little fire. And we are chrome plating the inside of this frying pan. Well, this is a small commercial, right? To invite all of you who join the community and thank those who are already here. Well, let's continue with our formula. Ready, friends? We are here ready to make our formulation. Ariel Downy with Riacazole M1000. Well, I present inputs, then the color to give the Ariel Downy identity and essence. And it is what is going to give it that Ariel Downy identity. Nothing more good here in this flask. We have this reagent, which is Riacazole M1000. It's the one we're going to use. It is 500 grams, right? We are seeing that it is more than 500 milliliters. Here we have our hydrogen peroxide, which we are going to make like what Ariel Oxy is, also with hydrogen peroxide, our table salt. And here in this little bucket, I already have there what are 3 kilos of 28% sodium lauryl etasulfate. I want to tell you that this I already made the formula in 1 liter, and I liked it. That's why today I dare to make 20 liters directly, because I'm going to do this here for the house. So I wanted to take the opportunity to make the video. I'm also setting up the camera here because I want to show you that in this container I already have 16.5 liters of water, tap water. Come on. And now that I just mentioned tap water, what do you think? It occurred to me that I was missing an ingredient which is EDTA. Here I went for it. Here I'm showing it to you. I'm going to weigh it, obviously 20 grams. And right now we add it there, weigh it there. As they say, I work directly on the little scale. Well, 20 grams is a handful of EDTA, tetrasodic salt. This is going to help us soften the water because the tap water. Well, it is hard water and it affects us in the foam. Look at the scale, and there are 22 grams. Let's add them and dilute them. I want to tell you, friends, that this Riacazole, this NM, more than 1,000, is what they call a reagent. It is a substitute for coconutamide. And for betaine, this product, doing the math more or less, costs about 6 Mexican pesos for a liter of detergent. So if it makes it cheaper, that's why it's being used a lot. I think it will soon be in other countries. Here, I'll give you the phone number. From Mrs. Vero, who is the only person I know in Mexico who sells this reagent, this substitute for coconutamide and betaine. I say, and betaine, well there you saw that I already added the 3 kilos of 28% lauryl, and let's go. To shake it so that everything is integrated. Here we put the fast motion a little. It's just shaking it. We're done. Now there we're going to put the 500 grams of this amide and betaine substitute reagent. We're going to add it and we are going to integrate it. When you contact Mrs. Vero to buy the reagent, she's going to give you prices and she will also give you bufru. What is the technical sheet of this product? This product is going to happen. The truth is, it is a product, it is a chemical, it is perfectly established here. While I shook it with one hand, With the other hand, I was already weighing what hydrogen peroxide is, which we are also going to do, to put 500 grams. This one is for the house because I wanted to add this chemical, but you can omit it, right? Just with pure laurel and the reagent, it makes an excellent laundry detergent. At this point, we are also going to add our Ariel Downy essence. I don't think I told you, there are 60 grams of essence, which would practically be 3 grams per liter. So that's what we're using in all the formulations, right? This is what makes the difference from other detergents, the essence. Because sometimes they tell me, hey, why don't you do Ariel Downy? Well, you just have to put the essence, and that's it. And that's that type of detergent. I'm also going to add 60 grams of blue, which is to give it its identity. And notice that I haven't stopped shaking. It's so that everything I'm adding mixes. Since this product already contains hydrogen peroxide, it does not need formalin. If you want to omit the peroxide, then if you put 20 to 40 grams of formaldehyde, which is the preservative, here I am checking what the color tone is, and it's okay, I don't like it. So strong, then it's fine. I'm going to leave it that way. If you want stronger, then put more coloring. And here, finally, we are going to add its salt, which is so that it thickens curiously. And unlike the other detergents that we have made here on the channel, for 20 liters of product milk, all this kilo of salt, when normally I would have only added this 200 grams, because I regularly add 10 grams per liter. But it's so you can see that with this substitute, with this reagent, right? This one is not going to become watery. On the contrary, it's going to get thicker. And those who have already used it in extreme climates say, this one can withstand the viscosity. You see that sometimes you say that you live in places where there is a lot of heat and that the product is watered down. It becomes liquid. Because with this reagent, this will not happen. They will retain their viscosity, their thickness. And why so much salt?
Parece que es malo, pero no. La sal también tiene otra función aparte de espesar. La sal permite que cuando estás lavando, y ya ven que pues, se hace el agua sucia por la mugre, por la tierra, por la suciedad, pues la sal permite que la suciedad no se vuelva a pegar en la ropa. Entonces no les dé miedo usar mucha sal. Yo aquí le fui echando por partes. Creo que primero le eché 300 gramos y luego le eché 600. Al último terminé echándole el kilo. Y no hay problema. Parece que se hace turbio, pero no. Ya cuando se deja reposar el producto, queda el producto translúcido. Por eso les digo, no tengan miedo. Ya el producto ya está probado. La señora Vero me pasó esta fórmula y ella es la que vende este reactivo. Entonces, pues si les interesa, si se les hace atractivo, pónganse en contacto con ella. Creo, y hay planes de abrir mercado de la materia prima en Guatemala. Y pues la señora Vero anda con todo, ahí quiere expandirse. Pues ahí les dejo el teléfono y ya ustedes comuníquense con ella. Y pues listo nuestro producto, ya nada más que dejarlo que repose para que aclare y se puede usar. Amigos, gracias, cuídense mucho y hasta la próxima.